Mate, so much has changed since I last picked up the camera and actually did a vlog. Well, not much, not so much, but some things have changed. Number one being we went back into lockdown for 3.5 weeks, then gym shut, which wasn't ideal. And now we're pretty much all in this like tier 3 life, which is pretty much lockdown. But the good news is we can go to the gyms and we can go get a fresh trim, which are the priorities really, aren't they? I can't go to the pub, I can't do things and like mingling around, bits and bobs like that, but that's fine. I can deal with that. As long as gyms and hairdressers stay open, stay fresh, keep the gains going, I'm happy. And I get to work as well, which is always a bonus. And number two being, I've moved. I no longer live in Crowborough. I'm now a Tunbridge Wellian. I live in a flat with my work colleague and also very close friend, Ryan Hook, who works from the desk there. And also my girlfriend, Nikki, which is wicked. I'm very happy to be in Tunbridge Wells, in my own space, now not living with parents. I've taken that step away from the family and now on my own. It's good, it feels good. I'm gonna give you guys a full tour very soon, but I just needed to get last finishing touches done. Do you know what I mean? Like there's rubbish lying around, it's not all. So I'm gonna show you bits and bobs today, but full tour will be coming soon. I'm gonna give you some top tips on how to grow massive legs, but Pat me, you don't have massive legs, so you cannot give us the top tips. Well, in theory I can, because I know what it takes to grow massive legs from a like theoretical standpoint. I just don't have massive legs because A, my genetics are very poor, thanks mum and dad, and also as well, my femurs are very long. I'm trying to make up excuses now. My femurs are very long, so for me to have huge legs, I'd have to have a lot of muscle tissue within them to make them look big, if you get what I mean. Number one being volume. Start off with doing a very low amount of volume within your quads, hamstrings and glutes, and then look to progress that. So what I mean by that is, start off with doing around about 10 sets of quads per week and also 10 sets of hamstrings and glutes per week. Split that within 2 different sessions. So for example, on Monday you do 6 sets of quads, 4 sets of hamstrings and glutes. And on Thursday, not Tuesday, that'd be too soon. Thursday, do 6 sets of hamstrings and glutes and then 4 sets of quads. Monitor your recovery, monitor your progression, and then over the course of time, look to slowly progress that. Ryan Hook, welcome to the vlog.
How we doing, boys and girls?
Quickly and simplistically, describe to the viewers and how, from the exercise selection point of view, the best way to grow massive legs, mate.
Alright, what I would say is, don't overcomplicate it. Don't think about the fact that you need compound movements like squats and deadlifts in order to grow. I would recommend finding exercises you can lock into safely, that you're in a stable environment, that you can progress over time. That's about it.
Boom. Tip number 3, from a nutritional point of view for growing muscle tissue, make sure that we're having regular protein feedings throughout the day. Aim for around about 4 to 6, and each one of those feedings containing around about 0.3 to 0.5 grams per kilo of protein. And also as well, being a slight calorie surplus helps with the gains. I've already got the pre-workout tingles. I literally took that pre-workout like 2 minutes ago. Naughty Boy is so good. If you haven't tried it, go check it out. I'm in for legs. Today is my glute and hamstring lower body session. So tip number 4, from a training perspective, intensity. Make sure intensity is high within these training sessions, okay? Make sure within these given movements you're doing, within exercises that you're doing within a lower body session, make sure you nail execution, and once you've nailed that, like, it's perfect, drive intensity through the roof. As you can see from that glute drive I just did, the execution of the movement was good. The control of the movement was good, so I was getting a good level of eccentric control. I was contracting at the top, holding that contraction and slowly going through the motion. And I took it pretty much near to failure. And if you combine those things together, we create a load of mechanical tension. And mechanical tension is a key driver for muscle tissue growth. So next time in the gym and you're going through an exercise, make sure the execution's nailed, make sure that you're controlling that movement, you've got a good tempo within that movement, and make sure that you're taking it close to failure in order to grow some muscle.
Sit there, come on, sit there, lads, in there, come on. Right, first. Right through there, come on, right. Slowly, get slowly, come on, got loads in there, come back. Come on out, mate, come on. Lock in first. Now go, come on. Bit more, bit more. That's it, come on. Let's go, mate, come on. Tight in, slowly, smooth, move up and down. Bit more. Tension up, don't release it all the way up. Come on. Let's go, I'm looking down the hand with one. Got it, now go, look at it. Now go. A bit more power. Keep driving in, keep driving, finish it, tension, resist. Come on in. Go. Drive, one, and again, come on. One, let's go. One. Let's drive. Two. Come on then. Bit more power for this. Bit more power. Drive, squeeze. Number one like that. Number one like that. More power. I'm with you now. Let's go. And keep driving. We're going to go again. Hold. Tension.
Epic session in the books. Very good. Tip numero 5. The final tip for today is going to be progressive overload. Once you've nailed your exercise execution, you've got a fantastic tempo within a movement, you're taking a movement to failure, you're getting really good contraction, then we need to look to progress on that week-to-week basis to grow new muscle. And the whole video is to how to grow massive legs. So we need to make sure that we are progressing on that week-to-week basis. We can progress within 3 different ways, really. Number 1 being the load, the amount of weight that you're doing. So you can increase the amount of weight on the week-to-week basis, or you can increase the amount of volume that you're doing. So maybe get a few extra reps or do an extra set. Or we can just improve the exercise execution. So you could keep the volume the same, you could keep the intensity the same, but you could just get a better contraction within that exercise. You can slow down the tempo and just get a better squeeze. You know what I mean? Just to make it more intense. So the 3 ways that we can progress. We need to make sure that we are progressing on a week-to-week basis, which is going to result in that adaptation to occur, that hypertrophic adaptation, the new muscle to be grown. And I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed filming and I'm going to be creating more content going forward, especially with the house now. I've got more like space to film, and also like there's less people as well. I've got my mum in the background going, bah! You follow me? And I'm going to be pumping out some educational content, some fun content, some bits and bobs, some house tours, all that sort of stuff. So stay tuned. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you know what to do. Smash the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Cheers, guys.